Hi, this is Carl Brooks with iPad.com, and recently I talked to you about turning on home sharing on your iTunes on your computer or Mac, and using the shared button here to access that library to view your movies while you're in your home via your Wi-Fi network. And while this works to view movies, any TV shows that you've gotten in iTunes, any podcasts that you have downloaded, any music videos that you've purchased, or even iTunes U programs that you have stored on your computer. Now, while this works great, is a very simple interface, and it allows you to just simply see the name of the movie and play it. That's it. So I'm going to share with you today an application called Plex. Now, Plex is a nice alternative to that free solution. It's available in the App Store for $4.99, and is definitely well worth it if you have a large movie collection like I do here. So let's look at the interface real quickly. You have the ability to search for movies. Let's look for some Batman. Now, as you see here, as I search for Batman, I see all the movies that I have with Batman. I see the TV show that I have that has the word Batman in it, and then it searches the World Wide Web for anything that it thinks is related to what your search is. You see there? So all kinds of extra information that you can choose to ignore or not. So, but the top things, the movies and TV shows, are what's actually in my collection here. And so that's a nice feature there. At the very top right here, you see this refresh arrow. If I've added anything recently to my library, I can tap that and have it go grab that information. But here's my library, and I've set this up in my Plex settings. I've created separate categories so that I can segregate my movies and TV shows. So I have one called Animations, and Animations has all of the cartoons that I have in my collection. I have another one called Disney, because I have so many Disney movies that I have those separated, so I can just go straight to a Disney movie if I like. Then I have Hollywood Films that will give me a list of all of the movies that I have. And then I have my music, which is just automatically done from iTunes. Any music that I have on my computer just is seen there. And then I created TV and premium shows, which will give me the TV shows that I have separate from movies. Now, as you can see here, this is a much nicer interface than what the home sharing video app showed for my movies. And what's actually nice here, I can actually they even have theme shows for these shows. The theme song for these shows play when I click on it. So let's take a look at American Idol, and you'll hear the theme song. So as I view my shows, you can also see in the background it has a graphic that it puts up for that particular show as well. And when you exit out, it stops that music. Look at another one, Game of Thrones. See the background changes, and the theme song changes as well. One more, Burn Notice. See there? Pretty neat feature. You can also notice on the right here that I can scroll down quickly to a particular by the letter. So I go to L. Guess I don't have any L's. Let's go to C. Okay, of course I'm just picking things that I don't have. Let's go on to the R's. See there? But anyway, you can slide your finger up and down and see. See, in this particular one, they didn't put the theme song. But if we just take a look at any one of these things here, if I click this little eye next to it, it gives me all the information. I can do it that way, or if I press and hold, I can get information on this series. Okay. Now this works a little different because these are TV shows, so it's going to give me the synopsis of the actual show. It shows me here that I have 9 unwatched episodes inside of this folder. So if I click on it, you'll see those 9. There's the season 1, and then you'll see the 9 shows. But you see, I didn't have to come inside to get that information. I could simply get that from this screen here. You see, you got the ratings here. How many shows is 9? You see here, there's 19 in the Borges, etc. So that's TV shows. If we go back, movies will be handled a little bit differently. But before I get there, I just want to focus on this home screen for a little bit longer. You have these channels here. These are channels that you can set up in your My Plex account, and it actually gives you stream information from the internet. Okay, that's just an extra bonus. It has nothing to do with your own collection. Here on deck is movies that I've either started to watch, clicked on, so it's just putting those things ready because they're assuming I want to finish watching those or going to go back to them. And then I have recently added movies that I've added recently. Okay, so again, on deck are the things that I've started to watch or looked at recently, and it's going to keep those things available for quick access to those. Recently added is just simply going to be the things that I added recently. Now, if I click on any particular screen and want to get back to the home, down at the bottom, I click on the house button and it takes me back to the home screen. Looking at the other icons on the bottom right, if I have players running on my network, I can have more than one on different devices. I can click the AirPlay button, and I can go to my Apple TV and things like that. I only have one server running, but I can add a new server and have multiple servers set up. You might want to do this, say, if you have an iPad that the kids use, and you can have one server set up that only streams out kids' movies, and then you can have the other one for yourself. So in their settings, you'll just simply click on that kids server, and they won't get exposed to your adult or rated R type movies. They have a friends thing that you can set up. I've never added anything on here. Not even sure. I guess you have to know my Plex, the My Plex username or email for those friends that use Plex. And then you have settings that you can change. Like you can log into My Plex, change the video quality, change the audio quality. All these different settings that you can change here. Okay. You see here I can say whether I want the on-deck things to be available or not. I can change the order of them. So if I want to see recently accessed stuff before those things, I can do that. Channels I may not use as much, so I'll have that at the bottom. And you see how it switched that on my screen. So now I have my library and then recently added on-deck channels. Okay. And so let's just take a look at a movie. So we'll go to my Hollywood films. And again, it looks similar to the way the TV shows thing works, except if I click on this eye, here it's going to give me the movie synopsis versus the TV show. And obviously there's only one movie here. But you can also have a movie that has multiple parts, like 6 bullets here. I'll click on the eye and click on these 3 dots down here. You see this, I actually have two files that that movie consists of. That movie consists of 2 files. So it'll show me that as well. I'll go back there. Alright, I'm going to click on the eye and click on the three dots once more. So it looks like program is acting a little wacky here. I'll press and hold, get my information. So I can press and hold to get information, or click on the eye. Click the three dots, and you see it's two files that make up this. It could be several files depending on how your movie was created. But here you see I have the ratings, the year it was created, the duration, the genre for the movie, and if there were subtitles available. If you see it's rated R, shows me here standard definition, the audio quality. I can hit this play button here. I can set my own ratings for the movie, and again I have all the media information. But you see it has the album or the movie art, so pretty neat. So there's no theme songs or anything like that for the movie. You don't have the soundtrack or anything like that. You do have the letters. You can scroll down and find your movies quickly. You can search from here. Now the search has some pretty neat features, like the same way. So if I picked on, say, Batman, it works the same way. So it breaks that down for me. Now, unlike the TV show search that I did, I don't have all the extra stuff. It's just simply sticking with the movies. But if I search for Batman or whatever from the main screen, I will get all of my library. Okay, so if you're looking for just a particular movie, then you want to use a search inside of that area. Using search inside of that particular library will only give you search results from that particular section. And so that's pretty much my quick look at the Plex for iOS. Definitely much nicer, much better than just simply looking at that list. You can, if I'm looking for a particular type of genre, I can do that. I feel a need for some action, adventure. I can just see the movies that fit that genre. Okay, or maybe I want comedies, not action comedies, but just regular comedies. See that? I can see the things that were recently viewed. Okay, I can see by year. Okay, so I want to see something older. Okay, so you have total control over how you find your movies. So these are folders that I have set up. So you see I have a Godfather folder. Okay, so you have total control of how you view your content. I have some Canadian films. Let's check it out. Okay, pretty neat features. Again, this is Plex for iOS. You can play this on your iPad, on your iPhone. It's $4.99 in the App Store. Well worth it. This is Carl Brooks with IamThereForIPad.com. And until next time, I'll see you on the web.